Follow all Moseers news on his website, www.moseers.com, and on his Facebook page.
Hello and welcome on Monsieur. My name is Joel Borg, and Monsieur is not only a YouTube channel, you have a website, Monsieur, and you can shoot me also on Facebook and Instagram, Monsieur also, and all of this is about Yamaha synths, Modex Plus like this. We have the 6 here in front of me, Montage, Modex, Yamaha Stage Keyboard, YC and CP series, audio modeling, Camelot Pro and Jean Melas software. And if you want to take it and or go deeper on using these keyboards or this software, you can ask me for Monsieur Masterclass. It's online through Zoom, and you have information about all of this on video description. So please read the video descriptions. Shoot all the video, because on ending you have a bonus. And if you are not a Monsieur follower, click on subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when I release a new video. We are always on Modex Plus basic format, and today we are going to talk about scene memory. So what are they? How to use them in basic short format. So scene memories is like a snapshot of a large good number of settings that you can apply to change when you play inside with your performance. You can do to store things, use Shift and press in the same time this, and you have this information scene store. But for my part, I really prefer to go directly here on the screen, because here you saw clearly what you done. It helps you do not make mistake, I will say. And also all what you need here is I will say keep in the performance. Of course, at the end when you have finished done all your job, you need to store it, of course, but you can pass, go, come back, coming. All you done in the screen will stay. Okay, so what we can do? So we can go here on scene 1 and set the arpeggio. So you need to activate here the scene, and after you activate on scene 1, you need to activate one setting. Here set the arp. You can use also motion sequence, and here you can select by scene the arpeggio variation number or motion sequence number that you want to use. But remind that if you set 3, it will be free for all the parts you will have inside your performance, of course. To navigate on scene memory, you just have, and you see it's Suit on Scene. For Modex and Modex Plus, you have 4 direct access. And if you want to go to 5 to 8, you just need to press here and come back here. On Montage, of course, you have the advantage to have the 8, and the color is blue. So let's come back to scene 1. What you can do very interesting is to use the super knob value, because when you want to use the super knob from 0 to the maximum value, okay, it's very easy. If your foot control connect to the FC2 port, you go directly. But if you want on your song at one moment to have the super knob like this, and one other moment to have like this, really exactly, it's very difficult with your foot control to set the good value. So my advice will be to use the scene memory in this case, but you cannot set the value like this directly. So go on the screen and do this. Like this, you will have the good setting from one scene to the other. Of course, you can set and press Ctrl and Shift, but as I say to you, I prefer to work on the screen. You can also set the knob link you want to have. As example, for scene 1, I want to keep these new 2 knobs for my personal using, and the super knob manage the other. And for the other scene, as example, you can set it to have the all the assignable knobs into super knob control. You can manage the mixing too. So you can manage the volume, of course, very important if you want to have a sound as introduction, soft, quiet, and for the verse and the chorus have a middle volume, and you need to play a solo when you want to have the huge volume to get through the mix. You can manage this here directly with the scene memory. Also the reverb and variation sending, the panel if you want, the dry level, and on this second here you can manage the cutoff. You can change the cutoff for a sound from one scene to another, resonance, FHD depth. You can manage the mute, but remember the mute is cutting the sound directly. So to change the sound, I really prefer to work with the keyboard control, because the keyboard control is not the seamless sound switching from one performance to another. You can manage here with the keyboard control your 8 parts you want to play, and manage to have 2 for the scene 1, 2 others for the scene 2, a mix from the 2 on the scene 3. And with the keyboard control you can change it. There is no sound cutting, so it's very, very great and nice to use the keyboard control for this. And you have the amplitude envelope generator like this for each part if you want to use. And if you play with arpeggio and motion sequence, you have a lot of settings you can use, and all is on this scene memory. So it's a very, very great tool to have something that is evolving on your playing, very easy to have also in hand if you are not too busy with your hand. So let's go now for the bonus time. That's bonus time. And I talked just to you about changing the scene. So when you are not too busy, it's in the end, so very easy to catch on montage also, perhaps sometimes a little bit far, but yes. But if you start to be very busy with a solo to play here and good chords to play on left hand, it starts to be a little bit tricky. Of course, on Mondix and Modix Plus, if you need to change also, or go to scene 4 to scene 5. So you can use the MIDI pedal. There are MIDI pedals that you can program with the good control change, and you can set the depth, and you can change the scene memory with your foot like this. They have a switch like a guitarist pedal like this. Because on utility, if you go to Medio, we do know that setting to have scene plus. You have the control change number, you have harp switch, motion sequence switch, play stop, live set, which is very important to navigate on live set minus, octave reset, tap tempo, very great also, but nothing for the scenes. And most of the time in forums, we do not see always question about I want to change with a foot pedal for the scenes, but also I want to go to 1 and 4 and come back to the 2 and back to the go to the 3 after. So with a foot switch pedal with only one function plus, you cannot do this. So you need really a MIDI pedal. It can be perhaps quite expensive, depending on the need you have. So I have one of the advice, especially if you work with backing tracks, but not all, we can go here to the Camelot Pro. If you use backing tracks, really go to this. If you don't use, there is also a big advantage because you can program the scene on Camelot song as you want, and it will change here. This is not the good song, but it will change the scene as you want, 1 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 4, as you want. Because if I go to the layer, do not take in count here the red point because I do not connect all my settings, but my Modix is well connected. Here I can select the performance I want. I can resave my username performance. And here, if you go here, we have the setting to directly select the scene memory. So no need to know the depth, the control change. Just assign 92 as example for me here, and check here. It changed automatically my scene as I want. So I can create all the scenes I want here and go and navigate here through all of this. So you can do it with the backing tracks with only one foot pedal. So if you have already an iPad or if you have a laptop that you want to use on stage, really think about Camelot, because with a simple foot switch that you can connect on Modix, you can change the Camelot scene memory, and the Camelot scene memory will change the Modix plus ear scene and the order of what you want. And if you using backing tracks to play with them, you can set automatic change for your scene. So you do not have to care about this. You play start, the backing track start, you play your sound and the sound change without you have anything to do. Just play and take pleasure with your friends on stage and with the public. That's very, very important. So this is my advice if you use backing tracks, especially. That's video ending. I hope you have liked it. I hope you have find it interesting. If yes, please click on the thumb. It's very important for me to know that you like my content, the content I provide, so please click. If you want a Moesieux Masterclass, you have all information on video ending, and see you soon for one other Moesieux video. Bye.
Would you like to discover, learn, or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moesieux Masterclass now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Moesieux expertise, Yamaha synthesizers and stage keyboard specialist for nearly 20 years, and consultant for Yamaha Music Europe and France. As member of International Yamaha Tech Talk live team, and host of the Camelot Pro sessions for audio modeling, Joel take care of your experience level. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled user, get the most out of your Yamaha synthesizer, stage keyboard, John Mayla's software suite or Camelot Pro.
This service is available in French and English for all users who live in European Union. Book your session from the Moesieux Facebook page, use slots available in the service tab, or by email, moesieux@orange.fr. Thank you for watching this Moesieux video. Do not forget to click on like, subscribe, and click on the bell to be informed when a new video is online. Do not hesitate to write a comment or ask a question. See you soon. Bye.